But let's say Surah 3:106 and related verses aren't actually racist. If Allah wants people to be easily identifiable on Judgment Day, as Al-Razi asserts, why not pick green and purple as the distinguishing mark, or choose some other sign, rather than pick the two main colors associated with skin tone?
Have you ever pondered the deeper meanings behind religious texts? How interpretations can differ based on language, culture, and personal beliefs? Today, we delve into the realm of religious symbolism, specifically within the Quran and the Bible. A verse that has sparked much debate over the years is Quran 3:106, which states, "On the day when some faces will become white and some faces will become black. As for those whose faces will become black, to them will be said, 'Did you reject faith after accepting it? Taste then the punishment for rejecting faith.'" On initial reading, some might interpret this as a racial statement. However, scholars of the Quran argue that this is a gross misinterpretation. The reference to white and black faces is not about race or skin color, but rather a metaphorical expression, a symbol of one's spiritual state on the Day of Judgment. Those whose faces turn white are the believers, their faces illuminated by their faith. In contrast, the faces that turn black belong to those who have rejected faith, their faces darkened by disbelief. This interpretation, while it may be unfamiliar to some, is not unique to the Quran. In fact, similar themes can be found within the Bible. The book of Psalms, for example, speaks of the righteous being as white as wool in Psalms 51:7. Again, this is not a comment on racial identity, but a metaphorical depiction of spiritual purity. Conversely, the book of Jeremiah in the Bible also uses the color black metaphorically to represent spiritual darkness or wickedness. In Jeremiah 8:21, it is written, "For the hurt of the daughter of my people am I hurt, I am black. Astonishment hath taken hold on me." The use of black here is symbolic, representing a state of spiritual despair or mourning. In summary, religious texts often use symbolic language to convey deep spiritual truths. The interpretation of Quran 3:106 and similar verses in the Bible demonstrate how color can symbolize spiritual states rather than physical characteristics or racial identities. As we explore these texts, we see that a literal reading can sometimes lead to misunderstanding. Instead, we should strive for a deeper understanding, one that recognizes the rich metaphorical and symbolic language used by these sacred texts. As we wrap up, remember, the beauty of these texts lies in their depth, their layers of meaning. And it is through understanding these layers that we can truly appreciate their wisdom and guidance. So the next time you read a religious text, take a moment to delve deeper into its symbolism, and you might just uncover a new layer of understanding. Voiceover. Now, let's venture into the teachings of Prophet Muhammad. Also emphasize the importance of equality among all people, regardless of their race or ethnicity. He boldly declared that there is no superiority of an Arab over a non-Arab, or of a white man over a black man, and vice versa. The only measure of superiority, according to Prophet Muhammad, is righteousness. This teaching is beautifully reflected in Quran 49:13, which states, "O mankind, indeed we have created you from male and female and made you peoples and tribes, that you may know one another. Indeed, the most noble of you in the sight of Allah is the most righteous of you. Indeed, Allah is knowing and acquainted."